Good morning, folks. I'm playing around with my camera angles here. Let's see. Awesome. So this is Jenn Espinosa-Goswami coming to you live from my backyard. Isn't it gorgeous outside, folks? Super excited. So if you're joining me live today, please comment, say hi, say hello, tell me where you're coming from. I love to know everything about who is joining me live. But today's live was inspired by the fact that I did not want to work out this morning. And if you're a person who's like, I just cannot motivate myself to exercise, this video is just for you and will give you my top tips for how I motivate myself. It's not about motivation, actually. How I get myself to exercise even when I don't feel like exercising, because today was one of those days. So just to give you some background on me and how I work, my whole platform for my health coaching is gym-free fitness. So what that means is fitness you do at home, on the go, outside, during the course of your day, using your kids as resistance, like things that you can do that do not take a lot of time, do not take a lot of memberships. Sorry for the change in direction here. That's what's cool for me, and that's what I like to do. And that's what I help my clients with. So if you're someone who's like, I've done the gym, I'm not motivated for the gym, I don't like to wait for a treadmill, I don't like to do the group exercise classes because I feel like I'm not in the same level as those folks, or I don't like to wear my gym clothes because I feel very self-conscious in them, then this video is exactly for you. But what we'd like to talk about today is motivation for exercise. My struggle this morning at 5:30 a.m. was I had my workout clothes on, so I was ready to go. I just needed to hop out of bed, put on my gym shoes, get in the car, and get there, right? It's like a 5-minute drive. I do outdoor fitness right now with Fit for Mom Twin Cities, which is a great place for moms to get their body back. I'm part of a body back membership session right now where I can go unlimited amount of times. So first of all, how did I motivate myself to get my sorry butt out of bed at 5:30 a.m. and go work out? The sun was not even up yet. First of all, I wore my workout clothes to bed. Workout clothes to bed. So if you're a person who's like, waking up is tough for you, you're not a morning person, but knowing yourself the way you do, you said, well, I can only exercise in the morning because XYZ, or because you know how busy your day will be, you know you'll be tired and out of energy by the evening, so you're like, morning is my time. Maybe you should wear your workout clothes to bed so that you can literally, turn the alarm off, jump out of bed, and head to whatever your destination is, whether that's downstairs, upstairs, in your living room to do some YouTube videos, whether that's taking a short drive, whether that's just hopping outside and doing a run. It doesn't matter what your exercise of choice is. What matters is that you have all the setup you need in order to be successful. Now, I mentioned for those of you who are not morning people, and I am one of them, I'm not a morning person. So for some of you who are watching, you might be like, I can't function without my coffee in the morning. Do you have a coffee maker that has a timer on it? I do. I don't use it because I like the step and the ritual of manually putting my coffee together. So when I'm doing my 5:30 a.m. workouts, I am not having my coffee ahead of time. Because the way I see it, getting sweaty and tired and out of breath is going to wake you up way more than a cup of coffee. Yes, I do get my coffee ready for when I come home. I don't need that coffee to fuel my workout. It actually wakes me up better to do a workout and then have my coffee. Little side note on that, if you're a coffee drinker and you cannot function before your coffee, there is some research that says drinking a cup of coffee before your workout actually encourages you to burn more calories during the course of your workout. So if you're like, I must have coffee before I can manage to even wake up enough to lift my body and do whatever moves you intend to do, set your coffee timer. Another thing that makes things easy to exercise, especially in this humid Minnesota weather we've got going on right now, it is mid-September and we've got like 90-degree days with high humidity. The mosquitoes are out in full force. For me, that is demotivating. I do not want to get sweaty in the middle of the afternoon. I'm already super sweaty from my morning workout. You might see some of it. And it was dark and there was no sun, so I was still sweating like crazy. It was dripping. It was disgusting. That's a good thing. But I know that if I was going to be doing my workout in the middle of the day, it would have been even worse. I might have been faint. I might have been out of breath. It might have been a situation that would have felt dangerous for me. It's not, but it might have felt dangerous for me. So I know that the morning is my best time to work out when it's hot and humid out. But if you're a person who's like, I love the heat, I love to be out in the sunlight, and I love to be outside, then that is your best time of day to work out. So that's tip number 2. When is your best time of day to work out? No matter what season it is, fall right now. So when are you most energized during the day? That might be the best time for you to do it because you're energized naturally, and you'd be more inclined to do additional activity when you're most energized. On the flip side of that is if you're not energized and you're not even awake, like me, 5:30 a.m., I'm totally not awake. I'm exercising before I'm even functioning on any mental level. To me, that's good. That's how I start doing it before I recognize what I'm doing, and to me, that powers me through. By the time I wake up, I'm like, let's do this, let's get this done, and it's only 9:30 and my workout is finished. So for you, I'd really like to ask you, what time of day are you the most energized? This is tip number 2 for how to exercise when you don't feel like it. What time of day are you most energized? Pop your comments down below this video if you feel so inclined. And the second piece of that is, what time of day are you most likely to not be distracted? Because this is an important element as well. You might think, well, I have my highest energy during 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Bully for you, that's amazing if that's when your highest energy level is. Yet, if you're distracted because you're getting snacks for your kids, you're picking up your kids from school, you've got meetings, you're in a commute from work, it might be your most distractible time, which means it's not the perfect time for you to exercise. Not the perfect time. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. What matters is what works for you. So pay attention to what works for you. When you're most energized and when you're least distracted. The more distractions you have, the less likely you're going to do the exercise. I'm proof of that. So tip number 3, when you really don't feel like exercising, how do you get yourself to do it anyway? I can guarantee you, folks, that even personal trainers, and I have a lot of friends who are personal trainers, do not want to exercise some days. I guarantee it. I love exercise. It's a big stress reliever for me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel strong. And yet there are days when I absolutely cannot be bothered, or when the day gets ahead of me and all of a sudden by the end of the day I'm like, I didn't do anything. Okay, well, I'm gonna do some squats right now. That's not a full workout. It's better than nothing, but it's not a full workout. So our days will get out of control. I guarantee it, especially if you're a mom, especially if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a multi-passionate person with lots going on in your life. You will get distracted. It's gonna happen. So tip number 3, how to work out when you don't feel like working out. Set yourself a schedule. Sounds really easy, right? I have booked out my exercise sessions for the rest of this month through October 8th. It's easy to do that when you're doing a group fitness thing. So if you do belong to a gym and you're like, I love this class, if there's a way for you to sign up, do it. And sign up for a month, 2 months, 3 months, like however long you can sign up for it, however long that calendar puts you out. If you cannot sign up through like an online system, write it down on your calendar, put a reminder on your phone. That is your time to sweat and get it on your calendar in one form or another. Now, if there's an online system, you're more likely to do it. So I get email reminders the day before. Oh, you're scheduled for this session. I am guaranteed to go to that session. Not because I'm worried what people will think if I don't go there. It's because I signed up for it. I knew I had time and space in that day to do it. And I get my email reminder. What more do I need to know, right? That's my day I set aside. So if you can project out the next month, the next 2 months, schedule it in and make sure. So some of us don't have families that are supportive, don't understand the journey we're on, that sort of thing. It's okay. They don't have to understand it, but they do have to understand what your schedule is. So I don't know if you have a family calendar or anything like that. It's fine for you to put it on your personal calendar. If you're doing it during the daytime when no one is going to need you suddenly for any emergency, that's great. But if you have a family calendar or a way to share your calendar with your family members and let them know, this is my exercise time. By the way, it's much easier when you work from home because you literally can exercise anytime you have space and time to do so. And I found this out when I became a work-at-home mom before I was working corporate. So morning was basically my only time of day. Maybe once in a while during lunchtime, but I hated lunchtime workouts. As a work-at-home mom, I can work out literally any time of day. Now the problem with that is my days book up. I'm going to coffee meetings, I'm going to networking groups, I'm going to speaking presentations, I'm going to masterminds. I'm doing a lot of appointments which require a lot of car time, a lot of what is that called? Fudge time between one appointment and another. I'm doing interviews. So my schedule can literally change on a dime, and if I don't put it in stone what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to do it. I know how I work. I'm not going to do it if I don't put it in stone. So even though I have no appointment scheduled today, yay, I'm like, if I don't get my 5:45 a.m. workout done, then I'm going to not do my exercise. I just know I'm going to sabotage myself. That's how it works. I'm like, today should be a chill day. I already have my workout done. I'm fine to go. So if you can't schedule it, at least make it a clear expectation that maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays you're always going to work out, or Mondays and Wednesdays you're always going to work out. Whether that's in your home, whether that's going to a gym, going to a group fitness class, going outside, what have you. You set that expectation. It's up to you. It's not up to anyone else. Yes, if you belong to a gym and there's regular workout classes, you can kind of fit yourself into their schedule. You don't have to. You can always fit things into your schedule. And if you need help with like at-home workouts you can do, I literally have 5 different YouTube channels that I'm a big fan of, with hundreds of free exercise videos. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, everything up to an hour. If you have some time in your day, that's a great way to get some exercise. Even if you don't have time, get started with it and see how far you can take it. Those are my 3 tips today for how to fit in exercise when you don't feel like exercising. My name is Jenn Espinosa-Goswami. Feel free to comment below this video if you'd like some assistance with YouTube workouts, if you'd like me to troubleshoot with you or brainstorm around how to fit it in your schedule and that sort of thing. I can help you out. I have literally fit exercise in my schedule my entire life. Some of it was structured, some of it was less structured, but it's a big priority for me, always has been. Even when I was morbidly obese, exercise was a big thing. I was just active all the time. So if that's something that you have not been active your whole life and it's a struggle for you, let's connect on a call. Let's connect through private message, through Facebook. We'll figure it out for you. Let's get you to a place where you feel comfortable with it, where you feel like it's something you can keep doing and it's not a struggle anymore. In the meanwhile, enjoy your beautiful day. This is Jenn Espinosa-Goswami. Thank you for joining me, and we'll talk soon.